I'll tell you exactly why. Because you don't persist. You do not persist. You do not consist. You do not overcome. And you let it happen. You watch it happen and you make it happen. See, it's tough because I believe in the law of assumption. I believe in the law of attraction. But it's one thing that everybody seems to miss. People just think if I say one affirmation 100 times, as some people would like to have you believe, I'll get the thing like that. You have no feeling. Even when you have feeling, you expect it to be like Harry Potter and magic and all of this stuff that, even that stuff, they had to believe. They had to have the belief in self, in the workings that they're doing, right? But the belief in self. And you don't persist. You do not persist. How can you overcome not persisting? You got to be disciplined. You have to be obsessive and defiant and raise hell in your mind. When those negative thoughts and negativity creeps in your mind, you got to block it out. You have to block it out. See, a lot of times we don't roll with the punches. We just get punched. Life just punches us and whip a lot of our ass. And we blame everything and everybody. And sure, those things happen to you. And sure, it might feel good to be the victim for a little bit. But see, what feels even better is saying, you know what? I've been beat up enough by life. And it's time to fight the hell back. I'm going out kicking and screaming. In infantry, we had a war cry. Now, I'm not going to do mine. It might scare a lot of y'all. But listen, I'm not going. Basically, I'm not going. It's going to be hell to pay. Believe you me? Shit. It's going to be hell to pay. You got to persist. You can't give up after one go around a block and it don't go your way. What? That's weak sauce. Not raised like that. And even if you was, guess what? I'm here to tell you. Bro, sis, little sis, big bro, big sis, whatever. Guess what? I'm here to tell you that you have to persist. You have to use the law of action with the law of assumption. You have to. You have to. You have to. Use that law. That's what they're made for. You have to use the law. A lot of people, and not just one, the laws. A lot of people say, well, I'm a devout never learn. I'm a devout never learn. And I visualize I've done all the things. I've said robotic affirmations. I've done this. I've visualized. No, you stopped. You didn't believe. The feeling is the secret, and you stopped feeling. You didn't feel. That's why it doesn't work. That's why. You got to make it work sometimes. You got to make it work. You got to shake. Make it shake. Seriously. See, not only am I an infantryman, but I'm from Baltimore. That's right. Look it up if you don't know about it. That's where I'm from. A lot of people don't make it out from there. But I did because I knew I was. What? Not going to make it. Man, forget that. I'm going to make it and some. And some. So I got that grit. I got that fight. I got that dog in me. A lot of y'all got that dog in you. And I don't care if it's a small dog. You ever been around a Chihuahua? That thing gonna bite your ankles hard. It hurt. It hurt. So it ain't never about the size of the dog. Y'all know what I'm gonna say next? Y'all know what I'm gonna say next. It's about the size of the fight in the dog. A lot of y'all gave up. A lot of y'all stopped fighting. A lot of y'all capitulated to y'all reality. Capitulated to what your mama said, what your daddy said, what your brother, what your auntie, what your sister said. You ain't good enough. You ain't smart enough. What? You gonna become what? How you gonna do that when I ain't even do that? What? How you gonna do that? What? That don't make sense. What? A lot of y'all just sit there and take it. You right. I might as well just be like everybody else. No, you are destined for something great, my friend. You gotta believe it though. I can sit here and preach to the cows, come home, as they say, whatever, till my face turn blue. But guess what? You gotta know it. You gotta be that person. That's why it doesn't work. You can't just affirm your way to $1 million without believing that, without putting in that work too. Law of action, that thing. You don't know how to take action? That's a lie. All you do all day long is action-based things. I got to go from point A to point B. That's action. And guess what? The secret is that's a manifestation. You're creating life day by day by day. The more you sink into that depression, that anxiety, the more the universe will give you that kickback. It's a mirror. It will reflect. It will reflect. And it's going to give you exactly what you say, what you feel. See, your thoughts are things, and it creates your reality. How you think is how you speak. And how you think and speak correlates to how you move and the action or inaction you take. And then that happens on a second-to-second basis. And then that second scales up to a minute. Those seconds scales up to a minute. Those minutes scales up to hours. Next thing you know, one day done gone, and you still in that same loop the next day. Inaction, negativity, anxiety around those same people, listen to the same story about you. When you have the pen and you can write whatever Harry Potter story you want to, I don't know what accent that was, you want to, in your life, in your reality. These are the things I teach my clients. Even when they think oh yeah, but I made 100,000 this month. Okay. But that's because you believe you can make 100,000. Do you believe you can make 1 million this month, next month? Oh no, well, in order to do that, they get into the how. I would have to do, no. Sometimes you don't got to do nothing. But you done already did the work, see? You done already did the work and laid the foundation. Never worry about the how, just do it. Like Nike, slogans are real for a reason. They're things. They're things. Just do it. It don't matter what nobody think about you. It matter what you think about you. See, you got everything you need right here inside you. Right there. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? The ball's in your court. It always was. You are special. You gotta know it though. You gotta know it before everybody else does. Because they'll eventually start telling you, oh wow, I never knew you had this in you. Or they might say, I always believed in you. And they was the main one saying what you couldn't do. So I'm here to encourage you, my friend. I'm here to tell you it's not over no matter how old you are, no matter if you just failed or not. You could have just failed something yesterday. You could have got sent back to wherever you came from. You could have did one thing and it didn't work and you thought it was going to work and whatever. That was just to build you up. Wanting to take you out. You still here, ain't you? What my man T'Challa say? As you can see, I am not dead. Rest in peace to him on the movie in real life. But anyway, listen. My Mercedes is telling me, I got to get out or start the code or something. Whatever. All I'm saying is this. You have everything you need, no matter what the 3D is telling you. You have to persist. And this wasn't even what this video was supposed to be about. How do you persist? You stay disciplined. How do you stay disciplined? By being that person, feeling what it would be like to not have anxiety. Start there. Start there. You know what it feels like to not have anxiety, don't you? You know what it feels like to not be stressed. Say, you know what? I'm going to let the chips fall where they may, but I know one thing. And you go from there. So I'm going to catch y'all on the next one. Like, subscribe, share. We here. We ain't going nowhere.